All right, hi everyone. My name is Julia Giacoboni, and we're going to get started here. This is the Stream Company's January 2015 webinar addressing the critical questions to ask about your 2015 social media marketing campaigns. So let me just introduce myself. My name is Julia Giacoboni, and I am Director of Social Media Marketing at Stream Companies. I just celebrated 3 years. Woohoo! You can email me at julia@streamcompanies.com and also reach out to us at Stream Companies on Instagram and Twitter, facebook.com/streamco, and we'll also be at the NADA 2015 convention next week in San Francisco at booth 6052W. My co-worker and teammate and a digital creative director, Amal Waisha-Pyman, he will be presenting there as well. And I'll be presenting at the 18th Annual Digital Dealer this April in Tampa. Follow along at the hashtag Stream and NAR. And I'm also at JG Bones on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, everything. So let's begin. Just to briefly go over the benefits of social media marketing. Yes, Homer is right. The internet is that thing still around. It's here to stay, and just existing on social doesn't cut it anymore because it serves not only as a rep management tool, but for customer service, for branding, for a first place to look for hours and research. There's also infinite possibilities at your fingertips in terms of advertising and targeting specific audiences. You can use it to sell, to collect leads, registrations, contest entries, drive traffic to your site, and so much more. And you're probably like, well, people just talk about their problems and post pictures of their kids, and what's the point of social? Well, people talk about stuff on there, and that's how we know more about the users, and billions of people are on it, so it's the best place to advertise. If you allow me to get creepy for one moment, think of all of the things that you share every day on social. Your family, your pets, your car, your new shoes, everything, all the TV shows you like and movies you watch and places you eat. Social keeps track of your habits, and it's like your history. I mean, since you got Facebook, how much stuff have you talked about on there? It's kind of scary, but unlike in your browser, when you're deleting cookies and starting fresh, and saying that you're done looking at pictures of cakes shaped like Power Rangers, you're moving on and you're gonna clear out that history. Facebook, you can't do that. You can delete things, but when you agreed to use it, it has access to that data. And Facebook also partners with other data companies like Datalogix and gives us even more insight as advertisers to some of the crazy things that people are interested in. That's just what we do. So these interests and likes and fandom on Facebook, it serves a purpose because it also serves a reminder that Facebook and social marketing as a whole is a current, precise, and powerful medium in terms of advertising. It knows what you're doing all the time at the current moment. If you're getting engaged, if you're traveling across country, those ads are going to be tailored to you. Maybe you'll get a deal for a U-Haul truck, and maybe the competitors out there will serve you with a better deal, because that's just the way it works. It's not there to be Big Brother, but it's there to give you a hand and give you tailored advertising, unlike a billboard when you're driving to work every day on the interstate, or you might not be interested in it. But Facebook knows what you're interested in pretty much every day. If you watch a TV show, if you tag yourself somewhere or check in. And it's fine-tuned and specific, and if you're not paying attention to all the possibilities, you're missing out. Advertisers on social can quickly change content. It's edited on the turn of a dime. It's so easy and so inexpensive because it's almost a la carte. You can say, I want to send people to my website. I want to have 100 signatures on this petition, and I'm going to spend $100, and social's there to help. It's also popular because everyone is on it. What are you doing the moment you go and get into bed? You probably are on your phone. When you're watching TV, you're probably on your tablet. All day at work, you're on a computer. So it's following you everywhere you go. So you know all of these crazy cool things that it can do, all these powerful things that it has access to, all the data. So if you're looking at a report each month from your agency and it just has likes, you're missing out. There's so much more to report on and so much more that it can be leveraged for, that it's important to pay attention to that. So if we're not just counting likes and there's all these cool things that are going on, we need to talk about what's changing for 2015 more specifically. It's becoming more accurate. We're able to kind of complete the cycle. We can see when a person clicked on something, where they came from, where they're going, what they're interested in, and it kind of just brings it full circle. In the past, we were unable to do that. We would say, well, these are our Facebook fans, but we don't know anything about them. We don't know what they want to do or what they like or what their purpose is in liking our page. But now we can kind of figure out why they're there. Also, users are smarter. What's changing is that this platform, social media, is maturing. People have been on it longer. People are more interested in it. They realize that it's going to be popular and important. And so we need to be legit. Facebook has way more regulations in 2015 to help users weed out those junk accounts. There's less phony accounts because Facebook stops them. So this promotes social as a genuine way for shoppers to do their homework, to really get to know a brand and research. They use it for reviews and inquiries, so you have to put your best foot forward. And you've got everyone tuned in. The goal is to really focus on making that community work for you. And Facebook backs this approach because in 2014, like Boyz II Men is here to say goodbye to some of the things that we had to let go, like gating. Facebook said enough is enough. You don't have to like a page just because you want to enter a contest. That's stupid, because likes aren't the only thing that matters. So they got rid of that. They also made it a point to note that you have to pay to get reach on Facebook now. In your newsfeed, you have to pay, just like all advertising avenues. You're not going to be seen if you don't really put your money into it and put some effort into it. So organic reach has dropped. The Facebook algorithm now caters to people who are spending money because they realize how powerful that advertising is, and you should really be taking advantage of it. And if you aren't taking advantage of it, then you deserve to have no fans and no eyes on your brand. So social in 2015, we know there's new data, there's new targeting options, there's new ad objectives, there's new ways to sell on social and be held accountable for it and attribute ROI to it. There's also a rise of mobile content, video content, and overall an improved amount of content. A content that looks way better than it used to, that's branded, that's directly in tune with the brand. There's more dollars invested, more users, more history because people have been using it for way longer, and in essence, more power. So, what should you be doing on social? 66% of marketers rated social media as core to their business. It's no longer the fringe marketing outlet it once was. That's from a recent report. It was just put out by Salesforce, and they kind of mark the industry standards. So we know that the budgets for social media marketing are growing. We know that it's a crucial part of a lot of brand strategy, and we know that that's where a lot of people are. And I understand it's scary and exciting and overwhelming at the same time, but we can go right through this, and I'm going to go over a couple questions that you should be asking your agency and what your agency should be doing for you for 2015. So take a deep breath. We want to get through this. Note that every time that you meet with your agency, you should keep an open mind. Just ask questions. If you don't understand something, be patient, be honest. Make sure that you leave the meeting knowing exactly what's going on, and so that if anyone else asks, what are you doing on social media marketing, you have a great answer for them. That's the goal. The agency should educate you on everything. So let's get started. What you need to ask your agency. What am I looking at? That's the number one question. So you have a monthly deck meeting every single month. You're going over reports and graphs and charts that are weird and foreign, and you're kind of looking at your watch, wondering when you can move through and whether or not the agency brought snacks. It's a valid question. But try to understand what's going on. Understand that there are a lot of slides, but take a deep breath, like I said, and ask some questions. Say, what are we looking at? What happened last month? Is this better? What does this mean? What are some of the trends? What do you recommend? Work with them to understand exactly what's happening and what's being reported. What exactly does this mean is the second question. Your agency probably has some words on there that, as an owner of a business, this is not what you look at every single day. As a social media company, that's what they do. So ask them the definitions of things: impressions, interactions, engagement. What does it even mean? It's all going up and all of these stats look great, but I don't understand how this relates exactly to me and how this relates to the other parts of my business. If you don't understand it, just ask. They know. And, the agency wants to know what's going on. So they want to make sure that you understand, and you want to understand exactly what they're doing day to day. Who is my business talking to? Your audience is key. So make sure that everything that your agency is posting for you or interacting with or the way that they're representing you online is relevant. It falls in line with your branding. If you're trying to rebrand, if you're trying to reach a different audience, make sure that they know what's going on. Make sure you let them know that maybe they're talking to the wrong people. Maybe we should be talking to an older demographic, maybe one that doesn't snowboard, maybe one that doesn't shop at Walmart. Just let them know. And whatever you want to do, you can change. Again, social media can change in an instant, can be edited, it's on the go, it's quick to change, so it's not a big deal to edit these things. Number 4, what sort of things is my business posting? Ask for examples of content. Just say, we want to work together on a content plan, and we want to help you out and help you understand our business and brand. It should be a mix of all kinds of things. Remember that you can't always sell 24/7. You have to get to know people and relate to them. So, highlight some of your community efforts, highlight some of your employees, highlight some of your events in the dealership or in the store or at your business. Remember that if you don't like something, it can be changed at any given moment. Number 5, we did talk about some advertising, so ask, are we running ads? Social is there to cater to whatever your business needs to do. There's different goals, there's different objectives. So if you are running ads, ask which ones and why are we running them. Define what you want to get out of these ads. Pretty much whatever you want to do, social ads can do it. But we need to make sure that everyone's on the same page. If you're allocating an ad spend, ask where it's going and ask to see the results specifically. Number 6, what types of ads are we running? Like I said, tons of objectives. What do you want to do? Do you want to increase site traffic? Are you promoting a financing form or a consultation form? Do you want to just grow your audience? Are you opening a new business and you want to really target a new area? We can do that, but you got to know what's going on. So what are these ads saying? Who are they speaking to? The targeting and the location and the audience means everything. That's all that matters in these. You want to make sure that you're hitting a correct audience with the correct message at the correct time. Your agency can only know that if you give them the feedback that they need. Otherwise, you're wasting money. Number 7, how can we see a return on investment? Again, this means that everything that you're doing should be falling in line with your marketing goals. If you're trying to raise awareness about a brand new product that you just launched for 2015, we need to know about it and we need to work together. So make sure that your agency is in step with what you're doing, and it is in step not only with what you're doing in the planning stage, but also what you're executing on other advertising efforts. Did you have a direct mailer go out? Are people going to be asking about this promotion that you're having at the mall next week? Let social know, because that way they can field those questions and give people more information. And also share what you define as success. Make sure that you are aligning goals with the agency and so that everyone is on the same page, so that at the end of the year or the end of the month you can look back and say, yes, we did a better job, we are getting a return on investment, and this is working out with our goals. 8th and final question that you should be asking your agency: what's new and what's next? So like AC Slater, he's just chilling out, he turned his chair around, he's got a little unibrow and he's ready to rap. So what we want to talk about at the end of the meeting, we're going to close our decks, we're going to lean back in our chairs, and you're going to ask your agency what's coming up, what's new, what can we as a business do on social that's kind of new and take advantage of. You might be the case study. You might be the trendsetter that's the first business to start using a certain type of advertising in a certain way. I know, for instance, I love it when a client or a partner brings up an article for discussion because, we can spend those last 5 minutes really talking about some new things on the horizon. We spend a lot of time in our field looking at what's up next and what to expect. And it's important that we discuss that in every single meeting. Lastly, we're going to just turn the tables around and have some questions that your agency should be asking you each meeting. If they're not, you might need to reconsider. What's coming up? We want to go over some of the upcoming promotions and events and things like that. So they should be asking, your agency should be asking you, who are you working with? What are some of your friends? What are some of your neighbors doing in the community? What birthdays, anniversaries, celebrations are you doing? Is anyone running a marathon? Is anyone having a baby? Things like that. Those are key content, pieces of content that we really would like to put out on social, and that's an important part of your strategy. Who can we connect with? Your agency can't do this alone, and they need to have open the lines of communication each time that they are creating content. I mean, think about it. If they're working in an office and you never hear from them, how do they even know what your brand is doing, what your business is up to? So, they should constantly be asking you for events, for, what's going on? Can we talk to someone, the receptionist, about what's going on in the office today? Is there anyone there? So try to put them in touch with someone. You want to have the agency be like a part-time employee, like a friend that's kind of in the know. Just keep your agency in the loop. It's crucial. They might be annoying, they might call you a lot, but it's going to help your business and your strategy in the long run. And finally, what are your goals and expectations? So your agency should not blindly go in and start establishing things and baselines. They want to work with you to make sure that they're doing what you need done. After all, you hired them, so they're working for you, and they should, give you good recommendations, but they should also be, working with what you need done. So figure out where you stand and get a better sense of what the agency can do to support you. Share some insights. Say, what we really didn't like, what happened a couple of years ago. This was not something we want to repeat. This happened with our old agency. This we really liked. This competitor did this. It was awesome. We'd like to mimic something like that. So that kind of helps, kind of get to know each other better, and also, set the expectations and help your agency achieve the goals that are best in tune with your business. So some takeaways and action items as we wrap up. Be sure to ask questions. Don't feel tuned out. We want to make sure that your agency and you are working together on any strategy for 2015. Make sure that your monthly report is getting the stats that matter to your business goals. Social is there every step of the way. If you are looking to sell more, social can do that, and those are the stats that matter in your report each month. So make sure that you're not wasting your time on mindless slides, that you're really getting to the nitty-gritty. Confirm that you're supporting other marketing goals and efforts. So if you're trying to get people in your store, that social is there every step of the way, like I said, and also that if you're doing stuff running a commercial or running a coupon somewhere else, that social knows what's going on. Remember that your agency is your friend, and they should be a really good friend that's in the know and is in the loop about what's going on. And it works both ways. So you can pick up the phone, your agency can pick up the phone. There just should be an open line of communications the whole way through. Finally, if you want more social, be sure to visit us at the NADA convention next week in San Francisco, starting January 22nd. Digital Creative Director Amal Waishapayam, he will be presenting Let Social Media Sell Your Service. I don't know if you caught him at the last Digital Dealer in Vegas. It was on point. And also, I'll be presenting at the 18th Annual Digital Dealer in Tampa, presenting Making Social Sell, the Power of Facebook Ads. And I'll be digging in a little bit deeper on some of the objectives and targeting options for your business. You can also register for your free social evaluation. Just click on the link, follow that right there, or you can email me, julia@streamcompanies.com, and we're happy to help. And I just want to thank you for watching this. Apologize for any confusion or slides that were missed firsthand, but I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you tuning in. Connect with us on social at Stream Companies. I'm at JG Bones, and we'll see you next time.